What is up, everybody? It's Webverse TV today. On our next episode of console game comparisons, we have a guy talking about how Metro Exodus runs at 512p on Series S consoles, takes 44 seconds to load on Series consoles as well, and he says, "Is this next gen laughing emojis?" Now, this guy seems to have like a Sony bias, but this point makes no sense because if you look at other people's posts about the same video, about the same comparison, Metro Exodus next gen enhancements, because I think this game is getting free enhancements for both next gen systems. And he says, by the resolution, Xbox wins. Frame rate is the same. Loading time, Xbox One again compared to the PS5. So this guy kind of like it was like he just like it just don't make any sense because in this comparison, Xbox wins, and we know why because for some reason whatever the technical details is, the PS5 runs games slower, it doesn't level the games as fast, and it makes it they don't look as best as like the Xbox Series X version of the same game. So this is probably gonna be an ongoing thing, but this is actually just like the resolutions of both platforms. So the Xbox Series X open world is 1512p by 1728p. By PlayStation 5 open world is 1296p by 512p. So the Xbox Series X has a better resolution in open world environment. Okay, so that's one stat the Xbox is winning in. Let me see the next one. We look at the frame. We look at the loading times. The PS5 loads the slowest, 47 seconds. Xbox Series consoles 44 seconds, and the PC Windows PC, I guess with the highest, I guess the best specs PC, I don't know, is 27 seconds. Okay, so got that. The frame rate is a 57 on the PS5, while the Xbox is 58. That's one frame. It's around the same frame rate. Yeah, so imagine typing this little biased tweet and then somebody else just respond with this one saying, "Hey, you try to be biased, but the platform you being biased for doesn't run it better." And I was like, we know this for the longest. Like we know all these PS4 and Xbox One games gonna play better on Xbox Series X. It's like it's kind of the trend now at this point. So it's just funny that we had this Sony guy was like he was talking so much smack and it just backfired because everybody else just responded to this guy. So it's pretty funny. It's not a brand new game. It's merely a backwards compatible game upgraded, and you know that Xbox Series X always loads backwards compatible games faster. It's an enhanced edition of a game that's only releasing on next generation consoles. It's not running on backwards compatibility. Okay. I thought ponies didn't care about old games. Yeah, they do kind of make it sound like they don't care about these old games. They don't care about these PS5 exclusives or these next gen games. But that's a lot of old games keep coming out, getting remastered, just getting next gen upgrades in there. They seem to care a lot about these games. You are totally right, but when they do, that hurts your ass. Okay. He says, "Oof." It shows the resolution difference. What is this? Oof. A cut and dried Xbox Series X advantage. Migrated when a little comes to the matter of performance, where I generally found PS5 to have significant advantage and locks at 60 frames per second. Sony's new console delivers the Metro Exodus experience. Okay, I don't see the difference. It just says it does 60 frames per second. PS5 drops under 1080p. Dude, I ain't running on Tried to Lost Legacy on the PS5. It's taking a ridiculous amount of time to load. So instead of ridiculing other platforms, let's just stick with the fact that we don't see slow load times until the optimization is done, which is a lie. Okay. What does this mean? This is a Craig name. So you want to talk about Metro Exodus now? Oh, that's the guy. Okay, that's the. Can't remember the guy. PS4 was slower than Xbox Series S, lower resolution Xbox Series X, and the resolution drop on the Xbox Series happens to be minimal moments. Plus, I'm still not using AMD's DLSS, and in general, a lot of game on Xbox Series S. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't put that much time into Metro Exodus, so this is probably a good thing, so I can actually try it with the bells and whistles with the next gen uh, improvements. So let's see the other post. Also, PS5 has Black Crush. I guess that means it's like it makes it like super dark. I guess that's what that means. It looks more bleached out on Xbox Series X, and Xbox Series X drops frames a lot more than PlayStation 5. That has almost like 60 frames per second. Okay. PS5 versus Series X. Was it even the same game? I don't know if it's the same game or not. Why it drops to like 17 frames. I'm pretty sure you playing this game, you're not gonna really care that much, to be honest. Whatever system you play this on, it's not really matter that much. But um, interesting how the Series S performance. Why does it look so bad on the Series X? How does it look bad on the Series X? What? Damn, the minimum on the Series X is a PlayStation 5 maximum. LOL. I remember when people said the PS5 was more advanced because it has Wi-Fi 6. PlayStation version is smoother to play. Even Digital Foundry Alex said it. Resolution better on Series X. Why cherry pick a screenshot and frame it like that? Xbox always win. Both win. Both consoles want to see unless you use a microscope. Yeah, like who would notice this much of a difference? Like to be honest, unless you got a comparison like digital phones, like who would notice the difference? To be honest, like it ain't that big of a deal, but it's like when you got guys like what was the original post saying stuff like this, then it turns out that it's like the Xbox Series X is running better than some situations in the PS5 in a lot of situations. So, so he says, ready for the pony damage control squad. I'm gonna need some popcorn. Let's ignore the fact that this is confirmed the game isn't optimized for next gen storage. Man, these ponies were bragging every chance they could find, and now they call L what? Call D after D since E3. Sony fanboys have been sent for over an entire year. The PC would hold back next generation. PCs are loading almost 2 times faster than the PS5 Magic SSD with the launch year. Metro Exodus does utilize the PS5's SSD. Digital Foundry explained on games that utilize it like a Ratchet and Clank loading takes 2 seconds. These load times are just rough in general regardless of platform. So if the load time is like 45 to 47 seconds on current generation, I'm wondering like how slow was the last generation though? Watching people argue whose inferior version is most inferior, it's kind of ridiculous to put it that way. Like I'm pretty sure like the PC is the best version, but it's still arguing regardless. Same, I have an Xbox Series X and PS5 with the same boat. I can pretty much pick whichever one I want to pick, which is like the same thing too. Not gonna lie, as a PlayStation PC owner, I play it on PC. It's terrible. One extra frame? Wow, what a massive gap in performance. God, the comments are even worse on both sides somehow. Real gamers will have both systems and a PC like myself. Actually, the game runs more smooth on PS5. Go watch the Digital Foundry video from start to finish. Xbox wins. But PS5 SSD gonna be the game changer this gen. Let's wait for the next patch, then we'll talk again. God damn, not a pony myself. But sounds like frame will be easy for PS5. Boring, nobody cares. Frame rate is the same because the resolution isn't. This game is only better on PS5. They definitely said this frame rate is better on PS5, a lot smoother throughout the game, and doesn't drop like the Xbox Series X. And the load time was just that one scene. Wow, by 3 seconds, 1 FPS, impressive. That'll include it right there. So a lot of people are bragging about. I guess it's like it keeps going back and forth. Like people are saying the PS5 is better, people are saying Xbox is better, but it's like they're using different scenes and different scenes to compare it to. So who knows? But either way, if you got either PS5 or Xbox Series X, and you got Metro Exodus, is getting an enhancement. So it's like it doesn't really matter that much. You just pick a console. It truly really doesn't matter. But people like to argue about it, so it makes it kind of funny. So it's kind of still made this post like this. I was like, That caused an argument right there. But who cares at the end of the day? It's like they both run the game better than they did the last generation, so who cares? But that is the video. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below. Leave a like if you like this video. And as always, thanks for watching, and peace.